Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel. And if any of you are new, welcome. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. My name is Elizabeth, and I'm a divine channeler, a medium, as well as a spirit extractor specialist. I also happen to be a divine twin flame on the path to reunion, and it's been fantastic being here on YouTube, being able to share messages, divine channel messages, being able to support those who are light workers, who are twin flames, those who are interested in all things spiritual, including the paranormal. And I absolutely love being able to support people who are here for very beautiful reasons, who are here to help the earth at this time. It's just been fantastic, and I really love it. I'm passionate about it, and I'm hoping that these messages might resonate with someone out there, and if they do, I'd love to be able to hear, so you can always leave me some comments down below. Wow, so we are at a very huge event, another huge event. We are at the eclipse, the lunar eclipse. But it's not just any lunar eclipse, it happens to be a super blood moon eclipse in the sign of Leo. And if you are watching this in real time, then that would be tomorrow. And it happens to be on Martin Luther King Day. So, the 21st, Martin Luther King. And wow, I've gotten some really amazing messages regarding this event and things that I know a lot of people probably are sensing, but maybe they just need that validation or that reconfirmation. And that's what I'm here for, and I'm really glad to be doing that. These messages that I got for this particular event were channeled by, not by angelics exactly, but they were channeled by Bast, who is an Egyptian goddess. She does happen to be an angelic as well, and she happens to be not only an Egyptian, as many people know her to be an Egyptian goddess, but she also happens to be an Atlantian. Lots of people don't realize that Bast not only was an Egyptian goddess, but she started out as an Atlantean queen, an angelic Atlantean queen, and a twin flame herself with Anubis. And then she went on to living in Egypt after the fall of Atlantis. A lot of people don't realize that, and that information, some of the information that I received. So I was really excited to be able to get these messages, and even though it's the wolf moon, it does happen to be in Leo, hence Leo, the lion, and that definitely equates with Bast. So I hope that these messages do resonate. And for those of you who are new to this channel, I do channel messages a lot. I especially do angelic messages every single month at the beginning of the month. So that's something I'm going to keep up with. But I also do a lot of messages regarding, say, new moons, full moons, or any other event that I feel it would be really important or something came to me, and I'm really happy to be able to share that. So let me know how this resonates. I'm going to be reading these messages, but of course, for those of you who do know the channel, if I get anything else off of these messages, if something intuitively comes to me, or if there's something I just want to add, I will definitely do that. But what I can tell you, even before I start to share these messages, is that as a divine channeler, now I'll mention this even before I start. As a divine channeler, I do so many messages for people. I really call myself a spirit communicator, actually, because not only do I do channelings, and I bring forth high messages, such as the angelics and the high spiritual guides, but I also communicate with, say, grandma and grandpa, or whoever else is on the other side that would like to communicate as a medium. I do that too. So I really am a communicator in all sense of the word. And it's just really a wonderful thing to be able to do that. And I've been receiving through the channelings that I have been doing for Twin Flames that this particular event was, once again, as we have been seeing thus far, these moons have been really, really super strong and helping us to release whatever we need to release and receive that divine activation to help us to move forward to the next level, to the next step on our journey, which of course, all of these steps and all of these processes are going to lead us into physical reunion, because that's what's meant to be with these twin flame couples. A lot of people out there, not everyone, but there are still a lot of people, feel that somehow physical reunion is not possible, or it's not meant to be, or if my twin blocked me and they want nothing to do with me, or if they're still somewhat in their habits, or if they're still connected to a karmic partner, they're still in a marriage or relationship, that somehow it's just, that's it, it's over, it's done. I should look for somebody else and just forget about the whole journey. But I have to tell you, that couldn't be any further from the truth as far as what I have channeled. Not only for so many people around the world, in which I read for so many states, so many countries, but also when I channel for my own dynamic, that's not what I'm receiving at all. So really keeping the faith is really, really important here, because this dynamic is absolutely meant to ground. It's meant to anchor the love in the physical reality. And I know that a lot of that is going to be shared with the messages that I have today. So if you are interested in having messages that are personal to your situation, if you are still concerned, you're still worried, maybe you still feel stuck, you're not sure where you stand, maybe you're losing the faith somewhat, maybe you're getting triggered by the illusions in the physical reality and thinking somehow your journey is over. If you're guided, contact me. I'm here. I'm here to do personal readings. I do them phone. I do them Facebook. I do them Skype. I am here to be able to connect with your team and bring through very detailed and very direct messages that are going to help clarify all the questions that you have. And for those of you who have had readings with me, you know, we go into the details. I make sure that you get what you need. Even if I have to go over in 5 or 10 minutes, whatever it is, I'll do it. It's the fact that I want to be able to share with you divine truth. I want to be able to put your heart at ease, put your mind at ease. I want to be able to share with you from your angelic team some of the things that will help you to step into your highest version, step into the faith, step into the trust, and in many cases, step into the surrender. And so if you are interested in that, if you are guided, then please go to theparanormalpriestess.com, and that information will be in the description below, so you can just go there, as well as my Facebook information, my Twitter information. If you are interested in having a private session with me, the best way is going through my website. So just contact me on my website, my contact page, and what I'll do from there is I'll check in with my spiritual team, make sure it is guided, that it is a vibrational match, and if it is, I will let you know. If it's not, I will let you know. If it is, if it's guided, then I will let you know that you can go ahead and purchase that session, and then we'll schedule it by email. So that would be the process. If anyone is interested in a reading, definitely go to the website. I just ask that you don't make a purchase first, that you contact me first. Have me check in with my spiritual team if they would like that to still proceed, still go on. And if it's a yes, then I'll let you know, and then you can go ahead and pay. So that would be the best way. And I would love to be there for you. And as I well know, I'm a twin flame myself. So it takes a twin to know a twin. It really does. And I've been through a lot with my journey. I'm still heading towards the reunion part, but I've learned so much. And I'd like to be able to help out, especially twins. But keep in mind, too, if you know anyone who is not a twin flame, if they're just becoming more spiritually awakened, they're not sure of their life purpose, they're having concerns about different areas of their life, I can do a reading for anyone and everyone as long as it's guided. As long as my team gives me a yes, it doesn't necessarily have to be a twin flame. Although I do a lot of work for twin flames, I'm a reader, I can do it all. So, I could do the mediumship, I can do the angelic channeling, and I'm happy to do that. So if you know anyone, if you'd like to refer anyone, you're not sure because you know that I help a lot of twin flames, you don't have to hesitate about that at all. I'd be really happy to help if I'm guided. So theparanormalpriestess.com, and hopefully, I'll be able to connect with somebody out there who's watching this now. Okay, so on to the messages. It is I, Bast, the portal of divine emergence. Heart comes to the surface as the deeper merge of beloveds activates the holy essence within each. So this is what this particular lunar eclipse, this blood moon, is going to bring. It is the light, that comes to dispel the darkness of those who have walked with the divine since the beginning. This love that entwines now spins faster and coils around tighter as the dance of harmonious oneness takes place. The love that you have felt, the heart space being filled and shared by your beloved. This is the deeper merge, the deeper activation, the sharing of oneness, of glory, and ultimate oneness with each other and with the Creator. This is the time where beloveds are called to serve together and to bring about a change that will push the light, and within this light, all will be transformed. Harmony and merging, which are of equal light and shadow, balanced and complementary. This energy that is being experienced will be of a powerful wave of washing, in which all that is not of sacred sovereignty will be released, so that those on the path shall step into the sovereignty they were meant to express. So many of the children of the light, those of many galaxies and settlers of Atlantian and Lemurian civilizations, are here now to complete the circle of life. We are here to bring the higher forms of love and awareness, so that humanity can step into the peace and harmony that was always the divine plan for the earthly plane. Let your true nature come and rise. Let it bring its inner powers and wise counsel. Let it bring the truth of the mysteries of love, life, death, and rebirth, just as the eclipse emulates so perfectly. All is perfect, my children. The divine has never abandoned you, never has turned its eye. The eye of Ra is alive, and the sun warms all and fills the darkness with illumination of what is to be seen and recognized as truth. The sun will fill the moon's surface, and you will no longer be blocked, nor lost in formless slavery of the mind. You shall rise above and beyond all limitations of your former lives. You are not what you have believed you were. You are not what they have wanted you to believe. You are more. You are greatness and vastness. You are eternalness, and you are strength. Just as I have always led by example in my reign, let you be filled with your own sense of dignity, integrity, strength, and sensual nature. The powers that come are to be felt strongly within your sacral chakra, as well as your solar plexus. Your power within your earthly form and the creative nature shall drive your power in its rightful place. The eclipse shall remove all that has blocked you from understanding just how capable and honorable you are. It will remove all forms of suppression that have conquered your will and your sacred sexuality. As these chakras release and balance with activation, you will then be ready. You will all be ready to reunite on the earthly plane with your beloved twin, and the sovereignty of your union will bring about the light that will heal all of the earth. Trust in this, my children. Remember your home. Remember its waters, its crystals, its temples, its flowers, its mountainous terrain in which nature's beauty and peace were commonplace. It was only by ego's dark nature that all has fell. Only by the destruction of our society could the dark attempt to silence us and disassemble all we have built and energetically shared. However, these times are over. The fear of loss, the sorrow of it all is now of the past, and it will never return. It is time to move forward and realize that we are creating a new paradise here on earth, one that shall never be destroyed again. This is the fate of why we have chosen to return, and to know that our loves would be returned to us in oneness. How we have remembered it to be. Separation was the illusion in which the dark hoped we would cling to. It is only by illusion the dark forces could get the upper hand. It is only trickery of the mind, and it is not to continue. For we have been gifted with great miracles of love, and the divine speaks to us through our heart. We are never in separation with the divine, nor are we in separation from our beloveds. They are there. To demonstrate this, we shall walk the earth with them again, as it was in the beginning. Let this be the circle in which we will complete. Do not give up nor fear the illusions. Let the eclipse unveil these illusions for you and your beloved. Let the truth prevail and be what guides you and gives you nourishment. Let it be what you hold to in times of great adversity. Move forward on your path and take with you what has always been yours. Yet you have felt disconnected from this. As you make these connections and you allow them to make you whole again, you will continue on into the union of self, the union with the great source of Ra, and the wonderful journey you have endured will make sense to you. There have been many battles, yes, but they are finished. It is now time to fill the great Gaia with all you have gained through hardship and growth. Feel the love, feel it rise, feel your true being, your incredible essence. It is with this do you succeed in the ascension of your own consciousness, and through this that you do the same for your beloved and all of creation. I am Bast, the Atlantian queen and Egyptian goddess. I think that Bast did a fantastic job in really bringing up a lot of main points as to this journey. And I always talk about the greater meanings of the twin flame journey, and I always remind people about why we are doing this and that it's so important to complete this work and to bring it into the physical embodiment, in which some people are afraid that somehow it won't get to that point. It's amazing to know how we're having all of these portals, all of these divine events assist us, support us with this, help us to release things and to move forward. This is a very powerful eclipse, especially being in Leo. And when we think of the lion, we think of dignity, and we think of sovereignty, and we think of all of those things that have tested our strength, that have tested our sovereignty. Anything and everything that's kept us from stepping into our empowerment and being able to drive things forward, a sense of will, a sense of confidence and courage. And it makes a lot of sense that Bast came in to talk about that, because it represents so much of her. And it really does confirm so much as far as the readings that I have been doing for people, and how so many of the actual patterns coming up have to do with the sacral center and the solar plexus areas. I know that we are getting there. I feel it. I don't know if any of you have been getting this type of experience, but I'll just share this. That this really happened to me very strongly today. I was feeling such and this literally hit me out of nowhere. And if you're an authentic twin flame, you know what I mean. Just an overwhelming sense of love hit my heart today. When I was out shopping in the middle of a store, just literally I got hit with this washing of love from my divine masculine. I was able to see his face very vividly. And it just wouldn't leave my mind. And the love, it just completely my gosh, it was overwhelming. It was like being love sick. It's very hard to kind of describe. But the very first time that I actually had vivid dreams of my divine masculine, I remember feeling this. I felt it other times, but the very first time that I remember when I woke up in the morning from having these dreams, these vivid 5D dreams, 5D experiences, I was overwhelmed with a sense of just having feelings for my divine masculine. And this is what happened to me today. And I've been getting from a couple people too that they've been feeling a lot of emotions. And the reason being is that there is a very strong heart activation and deeper merge going on. And the truth of the matter is that we are now at those last parts before we are able to step into reunion and do so in having that alignment and that harmony taking place. See, that's why it's so important to really honor where you're at, to honor the physical separation of it, and while you're there, to also understand that it's definitely of the lion's nature to cut through illusion and really understand the truth behind it all, the truth behind what's going on. And, I'm going to do a video on, and I'm wearing it today. This is actually my new Practical Magic wand, which has tiger's eye and quartz in it. I love it. It's already a very special piece to me. And I'm going to talk more about tiger's eye in a separate video, but the truth about the lion, the truth about even tiger's eye, it's cutting through, it's dispelling those illusions and really sticking to the truth. Remember that the dark side, the dark forces, that's all about distorting the truth, manipulating the truth. Anything and everything that can distract us and put us back in that ego fear, believing in the illusions and not believing in divine truth. Divine truth is truly felt in so many ways. You can't argue with the truth that you're feeling deep down in your gut, that wonderful and powerful heart feeling. That is truth. And so this eclipse is really going to bring about a lot of truth. It kind of reminds me of the Lion's Gate, to be honest with you. It really, really does. And, we are sometimes, we get triggered by those illusions. But I feel that for twin flames, this is becoming less and less. And for those of us who have been on the path for some time now, I'm finding that we are in this place of just really accepting where we are and really giving thanks for the journey and realizing that we are not the same people anymore, and we've done the inner work. We worked so hard to achieve that peace within and being able to cultivate patience. The lion is about cultivating that patience, right? And, steadily moving forward as well. That Leo energy of moving forward, of movement, of motion. So there's going to be so much that's going to be moving ahead for us. And this eclipse is really going to help clear out anything that is stopping you in particular from stepping into your sovereign self. Anything that is somehow distorting the truth, anything that has been hidden from you as far as being illusionary, whether you are still caught up in the triggers of the 3D world with your twin flame journey, whether or not you're caught up in illusions regarding your own self, how you perceive yourself, your worthiness, your ability to really connect with your own sacred sexuality, your sensuality, your God nature, your goddess nature, being able to express yourself as a divine sovereign being, and anything that is limiting you, anything that is preventing you from feeling that and expressing that and moving forward with that, those are the things that this eclipse is going to address. Those are the things that the eclipse is going to powerfully get rid of, clear away. If there's any old traumas that are connected to that, those traumas are over. Those traumas are over. The doors are closing. The closures are here. These portals are closures. So anything that has taken place, any events that have really added to you believing in a false identity, a false sense of self. Now, this is going to go for your counterpart as well, despite what you are seeing in the physical or not. It's happening behind the scenes. And for many of you, if not all, you're going to feel it. You're going to understand that these things are happening and that your beloved is getting what they need. They are getting that support. They are getting that activation. They are changing. And you'll get the proof of that later on. But it's definitely about trusting this without having to see the proof right now. But this is happening, and it's going to take us deeper and deeper into our true selves. And of course, it's activating the heart a lot more, and we're coming into that oneness. And so this is really a pretty significant event. If there's anything that you can think of, anything that's coming up that's holding you back from your power, if there's still more of that left, definitely this would be the moon to help you to release that. And then you can go ahead and use the benefits of also manifesting something better for yourself, manifesting that your strength, manifesting stepping into your true power. So I really hope that you'll take advantage of this event and know that you are powerful. And anything or anyone who maybe have tried to convince you in the past or made you feel powerless, made you feel like you were less than, those are the people, those are the memories, those are the repressed emotions, those are the traumas, all of those are what's set to have the doors closed on now. It's done. We're not carrying that. None of it. We don't have to focus on the suffering. We don't have to keep putting ourselves in the energy of suffering, and keep doing it over and over and over again. We don't have to loop that anymore. We're getting out of the loop, and we're realizing that through joy, through peace, through ease, through love, that's where our learning is going. We're learning through those really wonderful experiences and those wonderful emotions. It doesn't have to be about sticking with the suffering and I have to just suffer in order to be able to grow. Yes, suffering does help us. Yes, a lot of us have gone through suffering, but the whole point is we're not holding on to that anymore. We're not holding on to the energy of it either. So even though we don't have certain people in our lives that have caused us extra suffering, perhaps those events are over, many of us don't realize that we still haven't energetically released from those timelines. We haven't energetically released from those people. Perhaps there are still psychic cords to be cut. Perhaps there are still energies that we're connecting with from that time period that we haven't fully closed the door on. So an event like this is really going to be quite powerful and impactful for helping us to do that. So I'm wishing you the very best blessings for this. And I think Martin Luther King Jr. really said it really perfectly, that darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only the light can do that. Right? So we have the light that's transforming. And, as I always say, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. And it's very, very true. It really, really is. And I really commend all of you on your amazing transformations. I have been really receiving such beautiful thanks on the phone, through emails, even on the comments on this YouTube channel, that the work that I'm bringing forth and the messages, the personal work, all of those types of things, the clearings, it's really been helping you guys. It's really been making a difference. And I'm so very, very thankful and blessed to be doing this work. It is my mission. I'm not sure how my mission is going to end up going through its changes, when I come into reunion with my beloved. But I'm in that place of really accepting and just surrendering to Source, and whatever they have me do, that's what I do. But just thus far, it's been really, really amazing. And thank you so much for letting me know how my work has really affected you and has really helped you and supported you in your own personal transformations. That is, wow. I'm just completely just honored by it. I really am humbled by it. I'm honored by it, and I'm just going to continue being of service in whichever ways the divine would like me to do that, and also with my beloved to do that. So things are going to get really, really good. So I'm wishing you the very best, and I'm going to say it another time because I always end with it. From the heart of the darkness is born the light. Happy supermoon, blood moon, wolf moon, eclipse, and I'm sending you all of the brightest of blessings. Take care. I love you all. I'll see you next week.